I will never forget the leader of the Eskimo nation from Greenland standing there. And he said, "Brothers and sisters, I have a message for you from the north. We know up in the north what you do every day." Because he said, up in the north, the ice is melting. Up in the north, the ice is melting. What will it take to melt the ice in the human heart? And here comes the question. I suppose that arguably the human species has the most intellectual brain, is capable of the most intellectual feats of any other being who's walked on the planet. I mean, think what we've done. We've sent people to the moon. Think of our modern electronic communication. I mean, it's pretty amazing what the human brain can do. So then, how is it that this intellectual species is busily destroying its only home? You all have heard E.O. Wilson talking about the fact that we need 3 or 4, and I think now it may be 5, new planets if all the people on this planet, from China, from India, and so forth, if they all attain the standard of living of the ordinary American, not the very wealthy, just the ordinary, or the ordinary European, we need 3 or 4 or 5 more planets, but we haven't got them, have we? We've got 1. So somehow something has to change. Back to the question, why is this happening? What's wrong with us? Don't we understand? And I somehow think, and this is rather simplistic, but there seems to be a disconnect between the head, this clever brain, and the heart, thinking of the heart as the seat of love and compassion. We seem to have lost wisdom. And the wisdom of the indigenous people was such that in the olden days, when they made a major decision, this is indigenous people in many parts of the world, they would bring the elders together and they would discuss, how will this decision affect our people in the future? And very often it was 7 generations in the future. We don't very often even think about 1 generation in the future today, do we? We think about how will this huge decision affecting millions of people, involving millions of dollars, how will it affect the next shareholders meeting? We've lost wisdom.